Watch Dr. Drew's new show at 9 on HLN. Weeknights on HLN.
The nanny named Zanny. And did anyone besides me ever notice the irony in that? Because there'd been some talk about Xanax being something that Casey was getting involved with. And if you ever heard of a Xanabar or a Zanny, that's sort of a code or a colloquialism, or what do you guys call it, a name for Xanax. Zanny the nanny. All right. Tonight, Casey's brother Lee, Anthony, takes the stand. He's also had a very close bond with his sister. In fact, he was the one that she finally told the daughter was missing for over a month. Their mom overheard the conversation, and then a bunch of frantic 911 calls ensued. Listen.
I told you my daughter was missing for a month. I just found her today, but I can't find my granddaughter. And she just admitted to me that she's been trying to find her herself. There's something wrong. I found my daughter's car today, and it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car.
Brutal. Candace, after hiding this for a month, clubbing, pretending nothing was wrong, why do you think Casey finally broke down and admitted to her brother what was actually happening?
Well, it's hard to say. There is obviously a strong bond between them, brother-sister. Maybe she felt she needed to unload. Maybe she felt she needed to give him a clue, like, okay, she was, she didn't say, I'm responsible for her disappearance. She said she's been kidnapped. So I think she was more giving an explanation as to why Caylee wasn't around rather than saying, I did something bad.
All right, Candace, you're a profiler, and I want you to put your money down on one of two bets. And if you feel uncomfortable, please don't. But I'm going to give you two options. One is she is a severe narcissist with no empathy, and the child died somehow, and good riddance, versus some sort of fatal mistreatment, an accident, with a moderate narcissist there that she just started lying and covering up, and that was sort of the way she was. Do you have a sense of which one this is?
Well, of course,
accident or premeditated. I mean, sort of the question really is: it accident in somebody who's not a good person versus somebody who's a cold-blooded killer? Really, that's what I'm trying to determine. What do you think?
Accident.
With
if
cover.
I had
Mark,
to make a bet, that's where my money goes.
Okay, Mark, what do you think about that assessment? Accident in somebody who's kind of not a great person and parties too much and lies a lot and maybe has some narcissistic tendencies, versus a sociopath who can kill somebody because they don't understand other persons really exist.
And just so we're clear, you're asking me personally, Mark Eiglarsh, as opposed to legally what I think the evidence is showing or can show. You're asking me personally, correct?
Well, let's do both, because I haven't seen any evidence yet, really. I've heard a lot of hearsay and stuff, but you personally and then the evidence.
Okay, personally, I think that she learned about the chloroform, thought that would be a cool way to be able to put her child to sleep, and I think that resulted in an overdose. She panicked, and then she did what she did. That's, again,
accident.
Take it for what it's worth.
Accident. Accident.
Not necessarily, because that would be.
Let's say that's accident in unconscionable parenting. But still an accident. All right.
That's
so
technically first-degree murder, because one would argue that is aggravated child abuse, and while you're doing that and the child dies, that's first-degree murder. Legally, I don't know. I don't know that they can prove first-degree murder. I think that we heard your other guests talk about one theory. Perhaps they hit the child too hard. Somebody did, and then she covered it up. We heard another theory about chloroform. We've heard a theory about her drowning. The problem is they don't have the proof in terms of cause of death, so the defense can create this wide-open scenario however they want. And I don't know that they can combat it.
So you think they're creating reasonable doubt with all these diversions and distractions?
I think so far, yes. And again, we're not talking about how Dr. Drew or Mark Eiglarsh feels about it. We're talking about 12 people who claim they haven't been watching this trial. They don't watch Nancy Grace. They don't even know who she is. You're talking about 12 very unique individuals, assuming they're not stealth jurors, and they're the ones somehow who are going to make a decision in this case. Different folks sitting on that jury.
Candace, you have a comment there?
Well, I was just going to say, accident or not. Casey has a big problem ahead of her convincing that jury of anything other than the fact that she was, 31 days before saying
Yeah,
anything.
right.